Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock. In this episode I would like to get started using, if I press the correct key, these solar array controllers. Now, I don't think we're going to get any farther than the first tier, because if I search for solar array controller, okay, the first tier is just using litherite, which we can craft, and then lapis and this thingy. Yeah, it's some crafting, but if you can look, this is iridium solar cells, and these require some iridium pavers, I think. Well, okay, I've come to the normal iridium block, which requires iridium crystals. Now these can only be gained through the void ore miners. Now we don't have any setup, so the first thing that I want to do to make this setup a lot easier is make a jetpack. Now a jetpack, or maybe we can make a ring, something like flying rings or something. Bird in a cage. Wow. Any angel ring? Oh, this one doesn't require the grid power. Well, okay, I don't think that this is going to be able to done. So I think that we're going to use a jetpack. Now, if I am correct, there aren't any quests for jetpacks in here. No. Okay, I can see some quests we can still claim, which is 4, if I am correct. So these are now claimed. Okay, easy. Speed upgrades, mana lenses, glowstone ingots, and some epic bacon. Okay. Not like I'm going to use any of those. Okay. So, we will make some jetpacks. Now the first thing we'll need is this leadstone jetpack. And that is using a leather strip. So, a leather strip. Yeah, I have enough leather. Nice. How much leather do I have? Wait, what? Oh, auto selected. Okay. Leather. Oh, nice. Okay. Then some lead, which I have more than enough. Then of course a lot of crafting. One of these. Then 2 of these. But they require more crafting. Okay. Well, this is not too hard. Okay. And that gives us 2 of these. Now, if I am correct, I need this one. And that's 2 leadstone thrusters. Okay. Then a flux capacitor, for which we have everything. And then we can craft the jetpack. It will immediately be charged, and will also get charged due to our flux network. Let's see. So somewhere in the controls there will be something called, yeah, okay, that doesn't matter for me, a option for jetpacks. It is probably somewhere down here. Okay. Wow. Is it even in here? Simply jetpacks. Hover mode will be 9. And the engine or flux pack will be 8. Okay, so I can turn it on. Now this hover is basically not hover. I could turn it off. Yeah, this is quicker, but no, we can do better. So for the next tier will be a hardened. That requires some invar. So another one of those. And this is where it gets stupid. We need to craft a lot of invar. Now invar is crafted using 2 pulverized iron and a pulverized nickel. So if I get iron, 2 stacks, and a stack of nickel, that will create 3 stacks of invar. Oh, okay. So I'll speed it up, and it's already filled to the brim. Nicely quick. And it's done. Okay, I have 3 stacks of invar. That should be enough to be able to create this jetpack. So now the only thing I'll need is some of these. Okay. So I'll require 2 gears, 2 of these, and that's that. Now I'll need 4 of these. So I'll take some invar, craft 2 ingots into nuggets, then I'll need 1 more of these, and that allows me to craft, if I am correct, yeah, 4. That is the perfect amount, right? Oh, whoops. So I'll go in here, redstone, 4 of those, and then combining them with all the other stuff I have. Oh wow, wasn't expecting this much crafting immediately. Well, okay, I already almost have it crafted. So now I can craft this, putting my flux capacitor there, my redstone jetpack there, which will entirely charge it. So these hover are better, but the vertical acceleration is real bad. Okay, So I could even craft this already, probably, but this is doable for right now. Okay, so if you want to get into environmental tech, you will need a digital guide. Not digital typewriter or miner, a digital guide, which will require a litherite crystal. So, just any green and lime green. Lime green is craftable. A stack should be enough. Okay. So now I can craft this using my only book, which is ET Lunar and Environmental Tech. I don't know this, but I do know this. Well, do know I have seen one video about this. So I will need the assembler. If you do make this assembler, you can just immediately sort of automatically build the structures. So assembler, don't I have this already? Whoops. Okay, from environmental tech. Yes. Now the next thing is we will want void ore miners. The first size has default duration of 400 ticks, and of course also minimum duration of 400 ticks. That means that every 400 ticks you will get one ore. Now these are the blocks you will require to use this this miner, and I will make all of these. So that's 24 of the structure frames. Okay, structure frames, tier 1s. I will need some of this. We can immediately use black concrete or black concrete powder. Well, well, well. Okay, this one is probably more easily done. I will need one per, so 24 of these, which means 24 black concrete powder. 1, 2, and out of gravel. That should already be enough for all the gravel we'll need. And that's the 24. Okay, then I can create that, 24 of those, and that makes using a lot of connectors. Ooh. 24 of those. Okay, 24 structure frames, if I am correct. Nope, I didn't make the structure frames themselves. 24 of those. 20 structure panels. So I'll go back. Panel. Well, those shouldn't be too hard to make. don't know how many it said. 20, okay. So I'll need another few stacks of those, and that will create my 20 structure panels. 0 modifiers, 2 laser cores. So a laser core, it will require a lot of these connectors, by the way, and a laser lens. We'll just use a clear one for right now, because it's the easiest to set up. Now we will also require a flux point. Okay. Flux point. And then we go to the deep dark, because there we do have bedrock. And we need to dig down entirely to bedrock. So as the mining dimension loads, okay. Now we can see the bigger sizes. We will at max need a 13 by 13 by 8. So I think that we will make this in its own little chunk. So I will go to search for nope, not that key, F6, F9. Yeah, okay. So this is in its own little chunk. So I will place this roughly in the middle. Now I will, oh excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th block currently, well, we could immediately future-proof it. Yeah, no, it won't be necessary. I didn't create a controller. Oh no. Okay. Well, the controller is really easily created. Oh wait, I could just craft it right here. Controller tier 1. Okay, lunar array controller, nope. Lightning array controller, nope. Solar array controller, nope. Void ore miner, void resource miner, and void botanic miner. Eventually I will probably make this, because there are some resources that can't be made. So okay, that is not an option. I will need just any litherite. And oh, already out of litherite. Okay. Another 3 extra, and that's 4 litherite blocks. Now I'll need a diode, for which we already are creating everything with our chickens. Some more interconnects. So that's another little bit of concrete. Oops. Okay. And that's concrete. Then our modifiers. And that creates not 1, but to interconnect. And that should, if I am correct, be that. That means that we will need another lens. Eventually, a clear lens will come along. Or we just search for the lens. Yeah, laser lens. That would be easier. Okay, so do keep in mind, if you have a little bit slower of a PC and it's hard for you to load dimensions or something along those lines, don't be a fool like me and forget to craft your controller, because it appears that controllers are pretty important. Ah, yes. Okay. So I saw something in this one. Assembler. Okay. Okay, just spam or right click. Okay. Now removing this from the middle. I will also remove these because I will need to dig down entirely to the ground. And that's why I had the jetpack. Like that. Oh wow, it's dark in here. Okay, also don't try to break blocks using your assembler. We already have more than enough copper, but hey. I think I will block this off just so I won't get exploded with monsters as I dig further down. And we should be getting near to bedrock. It's a very slow. Oh! Dark gems. Some silver. Wow, this is a literal mining dimension, because there are a lot of ores. Okay, we have already reached bedrock, so we will fly up, which is faster, but still pretty slow. And once we are at the top, okay, we can turn the engine off again. We will climb this thing. I will automatically place those two blocks, and it already has created all of these blocks in them. As you can see, a laser is being created right down there, which means that I can just place a flux point right here, select it to just touch that network. Yeah, okay, so it's currently being filled to the brim, and after a while, once it is done, because our capacitor bank just can't handle more output, while these are already creating more than this input allows, which I didn't even think of. Input is still 2 kilo FE per tick, because this is taking all of the energy, but after a while It's filled and it stops taking energy, and then we're back to the normal 200 RF per tick. Not even. Okay, so it's already busy. You can't see it, but I will place a chest right next to there, and I will let it allow, or I will allow it to go ahead and be busy with whatever it wants to be busy with. So I'll go back, get one of these storage crates. Now if you want to go higher, we will need these void crystals, which is just an atomic reconstructor, and I will look into it, and maybe I will make it next episode. But for right now, that does it. So I will run back again. Huh. Okay, and I will go in here. I was like, wait, why isn't it loading? Yeah, you have to press shift to enter the portal. Don't forget. So we can just really easily set this up right here, and it already produced some ores. How beautiful. And maybe we can speed this up. I don't know. Like 200 ticks at 20 ticks per second will create one ore about every 20 seconds, if I am correct. And you can do something along the lines of /TPS, if I'm correct. Well, there was a command with which you could see your own TPS, or ticks per second. But that doesn't matter right now. What does matter is, if I were to go back through that portal, this would stop generating ores for us. Oh, we even get cobalt. That is nice to know. Okay, so I can press E and go to the top left corner, right here, claimed chunks. Zoom in a little, doesn't work, okay. I can just normally left click it and it's claimed. And then if I shift left click it, it's even a claimed chunk. All that means is, if I were to leave the area, this contraption will stay loaded, which is nice. I just love slime boots. Okay, so this will gather some resources for us, some stuff that we don't need, like copper, coal, lead, nether quartz, redstone, glowstone, iron, but also stuff that we do need, like cobalt or the next tier shard. Wait, what? Are big, really big, they hold tons of items, more than 4 chests worth of them. Oh, so that's an upgrade to allow it to like keep all of the items inside once you break it, making it a sort of shulker box. Wow, that's real nice. And we already got a litherite crystal. This we can craft, we don't really care about these. Uranium, I don't know about that. But that's nice. Okay. So that's that. We will let that running. We will let that be running in the background. And I will occasionally upgrade it just so it can be created. Just so it can create more. Okay. So I don't know how much time has passed since I left, and I already see there's no hoe left. So let's see, a hoe. Is there a possibility of an unbreakable one? Or I mean like unbreakable hoe. Diamond netherrack, netherrack rods. Soul sandstone. Oh wow, that's funny. Lapis, obsidian. It's a premium host, premium tool core. Oh, yeah, that requires a lot of stuff. I do have the nether star, but I don't think that that is going to be something I want. As you can see, I still have the nether star in the loot bag opener, because these loot bags have a 1 in 200, no, not 200, I wish 200, 1000 chance of getting into a nether star instead of a loot bag. Now, I don't know how much time I have left, so I will check really quick, if there is some more time left. Alright, sadly enough, I saw that that was already it, because this episode is probably gonna be like half an hour long. But I hope to see you next time, and this was it for this episode. Bye bye.